welcome back to Life English channel. Today we're going to talk about how short-term goals and self-labeling drive you to success. During my 14 years of experience in teaching, I have heard a host of stories about struggling with learning and feeling lost in learning as well. How come? The answer is simply about two things called short-term goals and self-labeling. Normally, people usually discuss much further and put a lot of effort to help themselves define their long-term goals because they strongly believe that long-term goals are something to head for. I agree that long-term goals are something that people should foresee and use as orientation for their life. Anyway, there is one thing people do not notice much. It is called right now motivation. People usually misunderstand that motivation comes from long-term goals, but actually, they are the product of short-term goals. Short-term goals are the stations that step by step lead people to their final destinations. In fact, people usually fail because they set the wrong stations on the way. As a result, running out of energy, feeling exhausted and hopeless, and then giving up on themselves and their goals are the inevitable consequences. Let's say you want to acquire a language as an example, and now look at the illustration. As you can see, long-term goals are placed at the end of the journey. They are very far from where you are at the moment. Therefore, they cannot directly give you strength or empower you as you expected. So, what can you find near yourself in the illustration? Yes, that's right. The short-term goals are well located along the path. Each of them will bring you right now motivation to keep moving forward and get closer to your final goals day by day. And now you can fill in and complete your own journey with your short-term goals. Obviously, setting the right short-term goals can lead you to the right stations. If not, you definitely get lost. Along with getting the right now motivation, people are supposed to keep themselves away from self-labeling habit. There is no doubt that people will encounter hardship on the way to their goals. The commonly seen reaction is that they get confused and start doubting their abilities. Probably, there would be dozens of excuses and accusations of competencies coming up then. Self-labeling is the process by which someone attaches a label or a tag to themselves to describe the person they think they are. Here are the common labels you can easily find in daily life, such as I'm not good enough, I cannot do it, and I'm such a loser, and so on. According to NLP, those negative words have a very strong power to stop people from trying hard, start their planning, and beat down their motivation. According to my observations, most of the cases have been struggling with their learning and dealing with their self-labeling at the same time because they already set the wrong stations on the way to their final ones. Maybe some of their short-term goals were set in the wrong stage of development or a bit too much for their current versions. If you find yourself in the same case, please follow these two actions. Number one, review the whole journey and rearrange the stations in the logical order based on specific stages of development of conditions and perception. Number two, adjust your goals up or down to suit your current versions. And keep in mind that it is not easy at the beginning, but everything will be paid off at the end of the journey. I can do it, so can you. Good luck and wish you all the best. Derek from Life English.